Hello everyone, Naomi here from the Word Count. Welcome back to Writing Rants. I am thrilled that spring is finally here, although I do hear that we're supposed to have a snowstorm in a couple of days, so I'm trying not to get too excited. I'm just going to enjoy the moment and do this recording outside, so if you hear a little bit of feedback, apologies, but it's honestly too nice to stay inside. So as most of you may know from previous episodes, I am a writing coach, among other things, and because of the stay-at-home orders, a lot of my clients finally have the time to write, but are still finding it a little bit difficult to create that proper creative atmosphere so that they can be productive. So one of the things I suggest is putting together a playlist of music that relate to whatever it is you're trying to write. For example, I have a playlist for when I'm writing action scenes, a playlist for when I'm writing romance, a playlist for article writing. It goes on and on. But when I tell writers this, they usually love the idea until it's time to actually start putting the playlist together. So I'm going to share a few songs from the playlist I actually listened to inspire me for my upcoming novel, All the King's Men, and explain a little bit about how each song affects me and why I decided to incorporate it in the playlist. So the first song, portion of a song really, is an orchestral piece by Masaru Yokoyama called Kanata and Sarah. I believe it's from an anime, but I've never watched it, so I'm probably saying that incorrectly anyhow. But if anyone hears this and recognizes this song, and knows what is happening in the anime as it's playing, please comment. I'm really curious to see how far off I am from the mark. So this piece gives me Hans Zimmer, Man of Steel vibes. When I hear this music, I think of a warrior or army who is losing miserably despite having the moral high ground. I picture a solemn moment of still where the remaining members either find enough strength to push on or come upon the realization that they must retreat. This puts me in the mental framework to write desolate scenes when strong-willed characters are pushed to or past their breaking point, usually for a worthless prize. These characters are loyal to a fault, and this moment is the first time that they question their fealty. Should they be following the orders of this man? Has the world been worse off because of their honor? What use is loyalty when you swear an oath of service to the wrong man, when you're on the wrong side of history? So this next song is also by Masaru Yokoyama. It's called Curtain Call, and it's from an anime that I actually did watch. My interpretation of this song is obviously affected by the requisite scene, but still. When I listen to this song, I feel an overarching calm, a justified or well-earned peace. I picture my characters in childlike tranquility. In my mind's eye, they are sitting in the sun on one of the first warm days in spring. The two most damaged and uptight characters are smiling and laughing and for once enjoying life. It's a simple moment, one when a profound happiness is discovered, if only for a fleeting moment. This last song is just for funsies. It's not related to my manuscript at all, but it just makes me really happy. It's called Lights by the Modern String Quintet. Of course, your playlists do not need to be exclusive to classical music or instrumentals. That's just a me thing. You want to find songs that inspire you. I like to start by picking one of my favorite songs on YouTube and selecting the random playlists that come up as suggestions. I usually find other songs that I like and end up stringing them together. Now, you don't have to do this, but once I gather enough songs, I like to create another playlist that have the songs in an order that corresponds to my plot outline. Sometimes my personal mood will get tangled with my authorial mood, so doing things like rereading my last few chapters and listening to my plot playlist help me to stay on track. On track, no pun intended. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you have or develop a writing playlist, please share with us. We'd love to listen to what inspires you and get to know you guys a little bit. If you liked today's episode, give us a little like or share, subscribe to our channel, or follow us on social media. We have all of them: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, the works. We'll see you guys next week. Happy writing in the meantime.